Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Yeah, I know it's been a few days. Oh, Maxwell House. Hopefully everybody out there doing great. And what's happening here at the Smith House? Well, unfortunately, it's not bad news, but it's not good news either. I've been trying to find an alternate operating system for my TV. It's been a few videos back, I can't remember how many, but this TV here outside, it's got the OS operating system, or web or something like that. And I've just not been happy with it because the menu is different and I don't have my weather to come up where I want it. And some apps I can't install. So I ordered an Android box. I don't know if you can see that or not. But I ordered this little box. It's supposed to have Android 16. I should have known better. Android 16. And it's got, I forgot how much memory. I know it's 256K on the storage. I think it's 8K on the memory itself. And it's supposed to have Google TV. And it has some pretty good specs. But specs don't always tell the story. Let's sure it's got Chromecast, which I rarely use, 8K, the capability, and Google Play, Assistant. And it shows all these apps down here for Netflix and so forth. Now, I tell you what, there's no way possible this could be Android 16. Matter of fact, not even Android 15. More like Android 6 or 5. Why would I say that? Well, installing apps wasn't a problem. It's when you go to the app itself, like use Netflix for an example. Well, it's not even on the menu on the main screen. You have to use the remote to go to it. So it's not on your home screen. Anyway, when you go to Netflix and you pull it up and it up and running, you're at the home screen trying to search for movies or shows or whatever. It is a terrible experience. It's nothing like, even with this operating system on this TV, there's no comparison. It's confusing, hard to use, and finding things to watch on it. And it's not just Netflix. Prime was the same way. And Lionsgate, it's also not on the menu, the main screen. You can't add it. I've tried that. You have to go into it manually to find it. And it's the same way. All three of my ones I currently use, when you get into the home screen, trying to see what's new and what's going on, it's a terrible experience. That's the reason I said that this can't be Android 16. It's nothing close to my older TV inside. I think it's only Android 10, if I remember correctly. And it works very similar to my latest one. And the nail in the bucket, I've got a 1 terabyte hard drive that has a lot of memories on it. I bought that hard drive back in probably 2010, if I remember correctly. It's a Toshiba hard drive. Been very faithful. That's another reason I bought the box, because it worked fine on my old Android TV that I had before, the one that went down. And from time to time, I would look at photos and stuff we had from way back. Well, this here won't show the hard drive. It won't recognize the hard drive. Matter of fact, what it does, it shuts the system down, makes it reboot, and just holds the reboot screen up. That's it. So it tells me it's a problem. So I'm going to wait a few days. So I want to make a special trip to San Carlos. We got to go in one day next week. I'll do it a day in advance. I'll initiate a return. I've got to June the 12th, I think, on the return for this. It's not that expensive. It's not the money. It's the disappointment in the product. With all these nice specs and everything, that's why it's disappointing. Again, this is what it looks like. As you can see on the bottom, it's supposed to be the menu of apps. They are pre-installed. And it says made in China, overseas use only. I know my camera doesn't show it correctly. It's got 8 gig of RAM, I was right. And 129 gig of storage. But what can I say? Of course, about everything made in China, they make some good products. You got to find them. So I'll return this, and hopefully I can reorder and get what I want, so I can see my hard drive and get my menus back to where I want them. Now, after that's said and done, their little van had done great. I checked the fluid levels on them. Oil was perfect. After our little adventure, we took it out and going up to Cafe Alicia. That was a very steady incline all the way to there. And I was curious how my coolant held up. Well, I didn't check it the whole time we were gone. Matter of fact, I think I did check it before we left too. Anyway, when we got back, I waited a couple of days, and I checked all my fluid levels. My engine oil was perfect, nice and clean. Of course, it should be. I just changed it. Transmission fluid, as expected, it's been about 4 or 5 months, something like that. I had to add about a half a quart or half a liter, as they call it, if that much. It just dropped down just enough to where I would like to keep it close to the full mark. That transmission, if it gets down to the add mark, the overdrive doesn't work. It lets you know you're low on transmission fluid. Tell me what, figure that one out. What happened before I put the lift kit on the van? Grace and I and the family were getting ready to take a little road trip, and I bumped the transmission pin on the way out of here, and actually ripped a hole in it. So I had to have it repaired, welded up, and so forth, because I didn't want to damage that transmission. And I still have a drip, very slow drip, so it's not worth tearing down and actually doing a repair on it. About once every between 4 to 6 months, I have to add about a half quart. So I'm not going to fool with it other than just keep a check on it. And it's pretty obvious because you can see underneath the van, you can see where it drips. You would think it'd be a big place there where it's parked. It's just a small area, about like this. And it's so slow, it hasn't expanded. Now, getting to the coolant, was it low? Yep. But not extreme. My reservoir overflow tank was a little bit low. I added, maybe a cup to it. And the radiator, about the same. I put about a cup in it. So overall, about a half a quart. My speculation on that is that probably still has some air in the system, because the way this design a cooling system set up, it's very difficult to get all the air out of the system. And I say pulling that mountain for that period of time, I probably finally burped it. So, because there was no obvious leaks anywhere. I didn't smell anything. They were burning it. If it was the head gasket, nothing obvious. So that's my conclusion on that. Now, last but not least, so far this month, starting on the 11th, we have not had to use any hot water. So I mean, so far, everything's been 100% solar. Now, the other day, my batteries got fully charged around noon, close to that point. But shortly thereafter, it clouded up. We're talking about some heavy overcast. And if I remember, I think we did get some small rain. It wasn't much. And so we was actually on batteries from that point on to the next day. And my batteries held up to the next day. No problem. Then I switch over to the grid. Which is fantastic. Now, what I'm getting at is if I can maintain not using any hot water, which we should at this time of year, we should see July billing, which will be for May and June. But in July, when we get the bill, we should see our first zero bill. Asked Grace, she's gonna frame it. She looked at me and smiled. Probably will. But anyway, I'm getting that. The extra battery proved to be a wise investment. It kept from switching over to the grid, which normally it would have in those conditions. And also, I've noticed with this heat, we do use the air conditioner more, naturally. And it doesn't cycle as much at night, so we're using more electricity at night. So the extra battery has become more important than I had actually anticipated. So that's great. So that's where we stand on that, and we're Our 2 incubators are going right now. One of them is already full. The other one is on its way. It's about 20%, which means they're in about, I don't know what day of the week is. It's a little over a week, about another 10 days. We should have some new baby chicks, which means the brooder boxes will have lights and heats going in them. So we're going to put some extra stress on the batteries. So time will tell. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Sorry it's been a few days. Just I've been busy, as you can tell, trying to get updated on everything. So everybody out there, you take care, and don't forget to smile when you're out and about. You don't never know, you might make somebody's day, make them smile. So live long and prosper.